Hey everybody, it's Pastor Ernest. It's 9:24. I want to show you right back here. There's the moon, everybody, and right now it is 3:13 in the afternoon. It's amazing that the moon is out right now in waxing gibbous. Waxing gibbous is its moon phase, and right above me is the sun. What is so amazing about the moon being out during the day? I first saw it around 1:30 in the afternoon or so, and the amazing thing is that if that moon was above us at 1:30 in the afternoon, my question is, how could it then be above Australia? How could it then be above areas of Asia? The problem is this, is that if you're on a sphere and you can see that moon on your section of the globe, other people under the globe, as they say, or around the globe, that should make that moon right there absolutely impossible to view. Seeing the moon during the day presents a pretty hard mental issue to wrap your mind around when you believe in a globe. If the globe were truly rotating at 1,000 miles per hour and the moon being several times smaller than the Earth, how could Australia, Asia, Europe, North and South America each see the moon at the same time upon a globe? The only way the United States can see the moon at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon is if Yahweh's earth is flat, and this video is observable proof that the earth is flat. Once again, if the moon is over North America on 9/24/15 at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, it'll be 3:30 a.m. in Australia, and there's no way that both continents can see the moon at the same time. Seeing the moon and the sun in the same sky is impossible upon a sphere the size of the so-called globe. Now let's look over the Boston sky. If the sun and moon are seen in the day on a ball, what happens to the oceans? They should be out of sync because the moon is controlling the tides by a magical force called gravity, and the high tides should now be low tides, and the day tides should be confused with evening tides. So what happens to the oceans while the moon and sun are hanging out in the same sky? Now let's look at solarscope.com, and this should give you a perspective of how small the moon is in comparison to the Earth. We're looking at the United States of America on 9/24 at about 1:19 p.m., which is when I saw the moon on the 24th. Now mind you, Australia's 14 hours ahead. You can see on this model that the moon is so small that if that moon over Australia and Africa are possible to see from their continent, it would be impossible to see the moon from the United States of America while over Australia. Even if you consider a rotating Earth, it is still not possible to see the moon from North and South America and Australia at the same time. So I get asked about gravity quite often. Gravity is supposed to be the reason that you can see the moon at 10 a.m. in the morning. Light is actually bending due to gravity. But let me just say this, gravity is complete nonsense. It is not provable. It is a theory not based on a law. It is simply a theory like evolution. Most people do not understand the theory of gravity, and especially Christians who should be opposed to any theory that denounces what truth is evident in Yahweh's Word. Gravity is solely based upon the Earth's movement, and getting into arguments about how gravity works, mathematical debates, is nonsense because we have observable proof and evidence that actually shows that the earth does not move. Yahweh's earth is flat and it's stationary. It doesn't move. Let's take a look at these videos. We have no observable proof whatsoever that the earth is actually spinning, wobbling, rotating, or moving. All evidence indicates that Yahweh's earth is flat. It is stationary. It is just not possible for it to be moving at 1,000 miles per hour at an equator. You can easily disprove gravity by asking yourself a simple question. Ask yourself, why is it that a helium balloon can break the gravitational force of the Earth and actually rise up into the air? According to Newton's theory of gravity, the balloon should not be able to escape the gravitational pull of the Earth, since the pull is actually stronger than the helium-filled balloon. The theory of gravity. Every object in the universe attracts another object with the force directed along the line of centers for the two objects that is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square separation between the two objects. Gravity upon the Earth is built upon the central idea that as the Moon is orbiting the Earth, there's weight being pulled in equal distribution, and that's why the tides are high and the tides are low. Well, what happens when this is reversed and the Moon is out with the sun in the day, reversing the tide? So if there's not one video of the Earth rotating, spinning, or moving, if there's absolutely no proof that shows that the Earth is orbiting the sun in a galaxy, we must conclude that gravity is a myth.
Lou, give me a milk. Chocolate. Jericho. Lorraine, my density has brought me to you.
What?
Oh. What I meant to say was...
Wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yes. Yes. I'm George. George McFly. I'm your density.
NASA admits that they can't fly higher than about 200 kilometers above flat Earth, which is Earth's orbit. Let's look.
The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule units to destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit.
There is not one video that shows that Earth rotates that we can view that is not a CGI creation or a cartoon image. The satanic liars at NASA have admitted on film that the furthest they can get above Yahweh's flat Earth is only 250 kilometers. And that means that every satellite video, every satellite picture that has been taken is a fakery. And that's why the only thing that exists are CGI creations, except for those who have sent balloons 100,000 feet high, showing an entire flat Earth, as described in your Holy Bible. There's not one single video of Earth rotating on an axis, so until you can provide proof that the Earth is spinning by video that is not a CGI creation, gravity is a myth. When Christ returns to destroy Edom, as he will in Obadiah 1:18, he'll return so that every eye will see him, and Revelation 1 verse 7 will be fulfilled. Behold, he cometh with the clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. So how could every eye see Christ upon a globe? It is impossible, but they could see him on a flat earth.